Hello, my fellow FENERBAHÇE fans. Sam here. My apologies for haven't been uploading for quite some time now. Almost like a week and a half. Just been quite busy lately, but I will try to get back on track and at least get like one video a week, maybe two, depending on what's going around. But either way, we've got a lot of things to go on over with. I'll be reviewing some of our friendly matches that has been happened in this past week. Some transfer rumors which are heavily linked. That's why I don't want to do transfer rumors, but there's some names that's been out there, not only by the Turkish media, but it's ongoing in the foreign media too, and some of the transfers that has already been done. So without further ado, let's just start with the friendly matches. So far we've had a friendly match with Kasımpaşa. We've had one with Gençler Birliği. And then we've played against Pek Zwolle. And then the other day we played against... before that we played against Greuther Fürth. The guys just got promoted to first, basically, Bundesliga. And then we got Dynamo Kiev. Obviously, that was the match I'm pretty sure most of us were waiting for, because to see how are we going to fare up against a really good team. Now, Kiev is a big team, and in general, they've been pretty much a big team in Europe. Obviously, not in the caliber of, at least in the past 15 years or so, not in the caliber of, top-tier European team, but they've always been, had a specific spot in higher up. So, I'll just start off with Dynamo Kiev match first, which ended 1-1. The goals, our only goal came by Pelkas, but in general, we started out the match pretty good. Now, I really liked the way we were pressing in the game. Though whenever we lost the ball, we just go after it right away and try to get it back. This kind of reminds me of Rafa Benitez's Real Madrid. They had, and technically, if I'm not mistaken, it was Pep's City as well. Or was it Pep's his time during in Bayern stint? So basically, what was it that I'll just go with Rafa's idea in Madrid, that if you lost the ball, you had 5 to 6 seconds as a team to take back the ball and regain the possession again. And from what I saw, the moment we would lose the ball or the opposition side gets the ball, our midfield and pretty much everyone would just jump on them and try to get the ball back. Now we did get the ball back plenty of times with this pressing method. It was pretty good. However, as much as I'll just go with the pros, our midfield is really good, especially Miha Zajc. God damn, that guy's awesome. It's funny that I made a video about it, that how underrated he was. And now, everyone's rating him really highly and everyone's just happy with his performance. I'm just glad that, he's getting a spot. Hopefully we don't sell him, because I feel like he's definitely a great player to keep, and he's going to be really useful player for us this season in Europa League and Turkish Cup and the league itself as well. So midfield passing, pretty decent. Now let's see what else was there. Our defense wasn't that bad, but however, I really dislike, so I'll just go with the cons actually instead of the pros first. The cons were our defense, whenever we got counterattack, was way too off the line. So playing in the high line for the defense is kind of an issue for us, because we tend to get counterattack really easily, I would say, because whenever we try to attack as well, that passing and all, so it's not 100% fit just yet, at least. And I'm assuming we're going to be the whole lineup and the formation and everything, maintaining the formation and all, would basically be fit by the next couple of weeks, most likely. But in general, going on with, from the players I really disliked was Novak. Definitely, they literally destroyed our left side. Now, Ferdi was good, but in attack he was decent. However, defensively, I don't think so he's enough. Well, he can evolve into a left mid / left wing back, but that's going to take a lot of time. It's not easy to learn defending in just one day. It takes time. So mostly what Kiev did was they exploited our left side, and that one goal that they scored came from the left side too. Because whenever we'd be attacking, we'd lose the ball and they counterattack. The issue is we're that high line, just as I mentioned, our defense is very high up. So it's easy for them to counterattack. And keep in mind, Salah is amazing. However, you can't just rely on Salah to keep up everything. He's just 1 versus 3. It's not always going to be like, he can take care of it. Last season, he did pretty well against such counterattacks that we got on the league. But at one point, one player is not enough specifically for there. Novak, just as I mentioned, really lackluster. I didn't like his performance. He just felt too slow. And other than Novak, I guess Osayi was a bit shaky. He slipped a lot. If I'm not mistaken, was that against Pexvolle or Dinamo Kiev? I might be messing up here, but in general, Osayi wasn't that great. It was okay, but still I would rate him higher than Novak. Then Mesut in first half was lackluster for me, but second half he really did step up his game. Then again, who else is there? Let's see. Zaitz was good. Gustavo was okay, and Altay is great. There's nothing to say about him. Tisserand was okay, a bit shaky here and there, but I feel like at 3 at the back he's much better compared to last season's 4 at the back. Valencia is the GOAT. You can't really say much about it, but in general, I like the way we played. My pros were that the pressing game is pretty good, our passing game is good, our finishing is question mark again. That's the thing we really need to improve furthermore. But again, love the pressing, love the passing. I feel like that's how we should be playing all the time. It's just great in general. Defensively, yeah, we definitely need a defender for that spot, and we actually signed that Korean defender. I'll get to that in a bit. It's just announced like about 15 to 20 minutes ago while I'm recording it. So the other match we had against Gregor Fürth, statistically, if you look at it, they played much better than us, but this is statistically. But in general as well, we conceded two goals. So basically, the issue was, again, defense. And but either way, now that knowing that Lemos and all are leaving, so that's a thing too. But 3-2, it was okay game. I'm not gonna say much about it because I only get to watch like 60 minutes of it. Our goals came from Zaitz. Pelkas was just great that game. That perfect dribbling, inside and pass. And Zaitz is shooting. Basically, the shot was really class as well. So it was a pretty good. Serdar Dursun, okay, he's more like a opportunist of a striker, opportunist of a finisher. Because keeper really messed up for them and he got both of the goals. I'll get to our other match. Pexvolle, again, I watched that match. We played pretty good that game. Again, the pressing was on point, and then we conceded 2 weird goals, let's say. But again, defensively, it just proved that, how shaky our defense was. And the goals came from that. And Ozan's performance has been really lackluster. I'm really not convinced with his performance this past 2 matches, even though against Gençler Birliği, the camera angle was horrible, just to say. So it wasn't really enjoyable watching those camera angles. But first half, we were not that great. But second half, we really did step up. 4 goals. So far, this friendly games, if I would rate 10 out of, let's say, I'd probably rate it 10 out of 7.5. Pretty good in general. Now we can actually see what type of football we're trying to play, and it's mainly, our formation is mainly going to be based on 3-4-3, and seems like we're going to be a high pressing team and mostly relying on attack as well. Good thing is that we're not only using the wings, but we try to go from the middle too. So it's not like last season's Caner and Gökhan's crosses and that. So getting into some of the players that I think that should be leaving the club, at least should be sold. Now, some players have been left out of the squad, one of them being Caner Erkin and the other one being Sinan Gümüş. I heard that Steven Kolker was going to be in that list too, but then not sure they kept him out or they put him in, because I saw him in the training pictures the other day. So it seems like they're not 100% on it. Lemos Ademi, Tiam Sadık, and there was one more guy. I think Oğuz Khan was in there. Ismail was there. I can't remember the other guy's name now. There's someone. I think Barış was there too. So these guys are there. Out of them, I mean, I would have kept Sadık, honestly. He should have stayed because, first of all, he's Turkish, so this foreign rule and all, he's going to be good for us. Useful in the future. Plus, he's low wages, and the guy literally puts his heart on the pitch. So, he's a big Fenerbahçe fan. He realizes where he's playing and all that. But kind of sad that, we're letting him go, but I guess it is what it is. About Caner, it's kind of 50-50 mostly for the fan base. Some people are like, oh, we should have kept him. We needed his, his explosiveness in the pitch, etc., etc. I don't mean by speed, just as a character. But in general, I feel like it was the right idea or right decision, let's say, to it. He basically, Ozan, Mert Hakan, Irfan, and Caner, it's again the same, this big brother type thingy ongoing. So it's okay that they let him go. Sinan, I wouldn't mind keeping him. He can play as a cam. He can play in the right mid, right wing, striker, center forward. That would be a thing. But again, if we're gonna make any money out of him, like €1 million, I guess it's okay. We can sell him. And other players, I think that we should at least sell or get rid of. I would say Sosa should be the one going, because if you're highly pressing, then Sosa's age nor durability, I don't think so it's going to be enough for that. Neither the speed, he's not that fast anymore as well. So plus a big salary for a 30, 35, 36-year-old player. So I think it would be the right idea to send Sosa. Ozan should be, at least I feel like should definitely be sold. Even if they were saying 20 million in the beginning of the season. Doing the whole Euros and all that stuff. But even if anyone's willing to pay 10 million, 12 million, I think we should sell him, because at this point, I don't think so his value is going to get any higher. Nor it's kind of a risk keeping him at this point. If you're getting any offer for around that much, you should definitely sell him. Because friendly matches, he didn't really perform that well. Yes, he got a goal and all that, but and he costed us a lot as well in these 2 matches when we conceded. So he's not really performing at his best. Apparently, he gained some weight as well. So in general, Ozan last season was a crucial player for us, but just as I mentioned, since we have so many midfielders, especially now we have Zayt performing this good, so I feel like Ozan should be sold, and the money we get from him definitely should be invested in a striker, since we already got the defender. So whatever money you get from him should be, but in a guaranteed striker, you should be investing that much money. And Sosa, just as I mentioned, is one. Novak, after watching that performance against Kiev, of course, I don't want to be bashing on one match, but it kind of proves that, he can't keep up with that. Yes, one match, but still, how would you know he's not going to get any worse in the upcoming matches? Because he's also aging too, right? Gustavo, if we can somehow, agree to a lower wage, should be kept. If not, then if you get any offer for 4 or 5 million, again, should be sold. And anyone else, let's see. Well, other than that, I think it's pretty much dealt with. The guys who are out of the squad, they're 100% to go. But then these are the players I think should be left out. Back to some of the transfer new rumors. Not some, but I'll just go with 2 of them that I've seen popping up a lot. One of them is being Sead Kolasinac, Arsenal's left back / left mid / left wing back. He's been heavily linked with us. Apparently, there was some official contact with him to get him, and they've asked Mesut Ozil, how is this guy's personality and how does he perform and all that. But personally, if we're getting a left wing back or left mid, I feel like should be really a fast player that can go back and forth non-stop, because you need, if you're playing this kind of a football, then you need your left and right mid or right back be extremely fast. And insane durability and stamina, because so they don't get tired in the first 20 minutes and stop. Kolasinac, to be honest, I haven't followed Arsenal that much. I watched a few matches here and there when I see it on the TV. But and then as well, I haven't really seen him playing. So it was so I think he lost his spot to. There was this guy, I forgot his name now. I think it was Scottish left back, or what was it, Irish left back of Tierney. I think was his name, Tierney. He lost his spot to him on Arsenal. So, but Schalke days, he had a potential, and to be honest, I can't really say should we get him or no, because from what I remember, he wasn't that kind of a fast player. He's strong and all, but rest, I don't really remember anything popping out of him that big or that high. Second player is Alexander Sørloth. Well, personally, with whatever money we get, also I forgot to mention on the players who should leave, definitely Samata should go 100%. They're paying 3-4 million, just sell him, get rid of him. And whatever money we have should specifically be based and invested on Sørloth. It is possible we should get him because his performance when he was in Trabzonspor was massive, insanely good. Not only that, he's strong, he's tall. The guy can run and can dribble. I mean, when was the last time we ever had a striker like that? Now, Vedat is good as well, but Vedat wasn't really a great dribbler or, really fast like Sørloth. Sørloth was on a whole different level. As much as I love Vedat, but if we're going to pick either Vedat or Sørloth, definitely Sørloth. And I feel like the money we put on him, as far as I know, and what I saw in the media, this guy, Leipzig wanted 20 million euros for him. If it's possible, we have the money, should definitely be invested on him. Now, don't see this as okay, let him play one season for us, then we sell him for 30 million. Sometimes, you keep players like that in your team for 3-4 seasons because they're going to make the money out for you by winning the league and, performing well in Europe and scoring you and taking you there. So you spend 20 million, he wins you the league, you already make 15-20 million out of winning the league. Then consider the Turkish Cup. Then, let's say if we make it the Champions League, just by participating in Champions League, getting out of the group stages, that's also big revenue and all. And then, jersey sales. I mean, you can keep a player like that for 3 seasons. He's 24, so you can keep him 20, 27, 28. Then you can sell him to, players like Sørloth, not just specifically Sørloth, but, players from Scandinavian countries tend to have a different type of professionalism into them. So that's a really good thing. And I feel like we should definitely invest. We can easily use them for 3-4 years, and then if you're really in need of money, then you can sell him then for 15-20 million again. So it's you don't lose anything here because we've already seen what he can do in the league. Now imagine what he did this with Sosa and a decent Trabzonspor team, decent players, let's say, around him. Now imagine having Mesut Özil, Miha Zayt, Pelkas, and then these players behind you. He's guaranteed to score pretty much 30 goals. Now I know some of you might say Samata was also guaranteed to score 30 goals, but the difference with Samata and Sørloth is that Sørloth has already proven himself in the league. Samata was a bit of a 50-50. We just relied on his performance in Genk, but people overlooked his performance in Aston Villa. So that was a big mistake from us. But I feel whatever money we get should definitely be spent on Sørloth. And pretty much that's that. And let's get to our transfers. So far, the other day, Çağatay Kalp or something like that, his name was left back from Kasımpaşa, 19-year-old. We signed him. To be honest, I haven't seen him play. All I know is a young prospect, and he's the Turkish national under-19s national team's captain. So I hope all the best for him. I hope at least we play him some matches and see what's around with him. And we signed Burak Kapacak just today only. Yesterday it was official, I think, and today it got we saw him get represented and all. I'm really happy with that transfer. The guy's really good. As much as people remember him playing right back and right mid last season in Bursaspor, from highlights and all I've seen, he actually did play up on left back as well and left mid. So it's a pretty good transfer. for his age, he seems pretty experienced, and physically also is pretty strong. So, and fast, technical. I feel like he can easily play in both sides. And see, I like Nazem. I'm really like a team Nazem, but I feel like Brock can become our basically main player in that right side, even left side if we're not gonna do any transfers. So it just really depends. His kit number was announced as 77, so taking Gökhan Gönül's kit number. Which, again, I'm happy. I'm excited with this transfer. A lot of expectations from the youngster. I feel like he can perform that. He basically he's up to it. At least that's what I feel from watching some highlights and all. Because there's only so much you can watch in football. Because I support two teams, and that takes a lot. So I can't really just go up and watch every matches. But whenever I see, I try to analyze it as much as I can. And lastly, I will get into our new transfer that just got announced, just I mentioned about like 25 minutes ago. Min Jae, not sure how do you pronounce it, Min Jae Kim. So he's our new transfer. We've from Fenerbahçe Twitter, it's been announced earlier. And well, to be honest, I have no idea how this guy plays. So I cannot really say anything, but he's very young, born in 1996, so it's pretty good. Center back. Tomorrow he's going to be in Turkey for medical tests and controls and all that will be dealt. And interestingly enough, from what the rumors were saying, he was recommended by Vitor Pereira because he's coming from the Chinese league. And I've mentioned in my old videos, I haven't really seen much in Chinese league. Here and there, once in a while, you see highlights, or if it pops up on the TV, I'd watch it. But to be honest, never heard of this guy. All I know is he was linked with Everton and Juventus a while back ago, but that's all I know pretty much. And one more thing, at least, whenever I've seen Asian players, mostly whenever they play in like Premier League and all, you get to see it, right? They've performed well. They have again, like the Scandinavian players, they have a specific standards for professionalism. So again, this is, I feel like it's going to be like only Attila. He's going to perform really good because we got Attila from the Cyprus League. So no one was expecting him to come out this good. But again, he did perform awesomely. And now he's like, no one wants him to leave. Same for Kim. At least I hope it's a good transfer. I kind of have high hopes for him because I feel like he's going to be like Attila 2.0 and finally have at least, two good center backs. I wish we had another third one replacing Tisserand, but you can't always have what you want, right? So let's just hope how he performs. And just two positions left so far. If we're actually planning to transfer left mid and striker, that's it. I feel like whatever funds we have left or whatever money we have should definitely be spent on the Alexander Sørloth. If it's a possibility, we should go for him. And other than that, there was one more news that apparently Fenerbahçe announced cryptocurrency with Paribu and some tokens. I will try to get more into detail on that on the next talk session. But for now, I hope you guys enjoyed this session. Let me know what you guys think about the transfers. Do you have any high hopes, or you have any details on these new transfers? Let's say the 19-year-old left back and the Korean center back. So I hope you guys have a great day. Take care and see you guys on the next videos. Peace out.